I'm just like following these lines, little contouring.
Take your time with no rush. I said, baby, I'm a dog.
Hi my loves, welcome back to my YouTube channel for yet another exciting video. And this time around I'm actually doing a makeup tutorial video. So welcome back, and oh my god, I'm so excited and I'm so anxious and I don't know, oh my god, I'm in my feels. Before we get into the makeup video and all of that, I want to say thank you so much for subscribing to my YouTube channel. So guys, this is what happened. I feel like I owe you a little explanation of what happened to my other YouTube channel. So I still have my YouTube channel, yes. I posted the Bali vlog, and you know it has to go to undergo the copyright checks and everything. So it did undergo that, and I didn't have any copyrights, right? So the following morning I put the video public for you all to enjoy. After like an hour, not even an hour, yeah, I think it was after an hour, I get an email that my video has been pulled down for violating the YouTube guidelines. And I'm like, what did I do? So like I check what I've done, and they are like, my video contains nudity. I check on the part where they say it contains nudity, only to see that I was not even wearing a bikini on that part. But I vlogged other people that were wearing bikini, which were white people. So they were wearing bikini, and I was like, oh my god, how do I, like, how would I have known that people in my background would affect my channel or my content? So I tried appealing, and they did reply, but they were like, we are so sorry ma'am, but your video violates our, we have like they have checked again, but my video still violates their rules, like their regulations. And I was like, okay. So the consequences of me violating the rules is I got a 90 days strike. Like, it means you can't upload, you can't post, you can't do anything. Yeah, so that's what happened, and I'm only able to upload my video or upload videos next year, February. Guys, I wanna cry. This has to be the worst news a content creator can receive. It really broke me. I cried, guys. I cried my eyes out. I was like, I've really worked hard for my YouTube channel. I'm at 9,300 subscribers, and it has taken a lot of effort, consistency, and all of that. What can I do at this moment? And that's when I came up with the idea of opening a backup YouTube channel, because I will not deprive you of content just because of my mistake, or though I won't call it my mistake. One thing I've realized with YouTube is you learn. As you go, you learn. Even when you get to maybe 100k subscribers, you think you've learned, but you've not learned. These are things that happen, but when they happen, they are not to like stop us from doing content or to make us quit. If anything, this situation has taught me is I will not quit, because the devil tries you when you are doing something you love, and I will not quit. That's why I opened this backup YouTube channel. I hope you subscribe, because even when my other YouTube is gonna be back, I'll still be, now I'll be doing different contents on each channel. So you better subscribe, because you're gonna love it on both sides. Mad content, mad vibes, and everything. So yeah, let's get into it. I'm gonna show you how I do my makeup, not how people do their makeup. Let's start there. Explaining myself feels like, girl, it's like you don't know what you're doing. It's true, I'm still learning. I'm still new to makeup. The more you keep doing it, the more you perfect your skills. So first things first, I like to clean my face. So right here I have my wipes, and I love using the Garnier Micellar Water because it contains vitamin C. I just pour very little because the wipes is already wet. Just little. Oh, and this is the mirror that I love to use while doing my makeup because one side has a very zoomed in, so you can clearly see when you've made a mistake while doing your makeup, and the other side is not zoomed in, it's just the normal one. So yeah, start off by wiping my face gently, just like that. As my face dries, I'm gonna put on this because I don't want to spoil my hair. Put this on top of the lace because I really don't do my makeup like clean girl makeup. My makeup is always like all over the place, so I don't want to dirtify my lace with foundation or powder, you know. We trying to look good throughout the video and even after the video. Like I don't need to start wiping my lace after the makeup. Okay, that's done. So I've already wiped my face, you can see. I go in with my moisturizer. I don't really use primer. I don't have a reason why. One thing I've learned with makeup is go with what works for you. Don't choose what works for other person or what other person is using. That's why I use this as moisturizer. And at this point, I can't really tell. And I'm not really studying my face. I don't even know if my face is oily or dry because it's just there. The key word here is do what works for you. So this works for me. I massage my face using my hands. Yeah. Okay, before we get to the next part, I got new brushes. So we're gonna be trying these new brushes with you all for the first time. I'm so excited. Like, there's that thing. I never thought I'll be a makeup girly to a point that when I have new makeup products, I'm so excited because this is me being so excited over brushes. Imagine. Anyway, so I start off by first brushing my, is it brushing or combing? I don't know what to call it. But so I use this wax and comb my brows really well. Yeah, I comb them moving up, then nikazinaenda like zinaenda zikilala because that's how I normally like draw my brows. Chop chop. Then you're gonna see when we get to that part because for now I'm just like shaping them by putting the gel in the. So this foundation I use the Beauty. The shade is Cape Town 05. This is the foundation I use. If you see anything that I'm using here and you want to know where I got it from and I don't mention here, feel free to ask me on the comment section. I put some on my hand like that. This is the brush I'm gonna be using to apply the foundation. So I just tap kidogo and I start now one side of my face. So like, don't forget these are new brushes, so I just hope they are not gonna disappoint me because I'm used to the other brushes. Yeah, but they won't disappoint because the key is to blend, and they're not trying to touch my lace. So kidogo too, you tap again, go on the other side, spread pole pole. Like this. Make sure every part of the face inapata foundation, and as I'm blending I focus on these parts hizi, then ikifika hizi parts za outer like hapa kwa forehead ama huku kando, na make sure like brush is almost ni kama ina anything, like the brush is almost out of product, so that isiko niko na products huku kwa nini, like inakaa ni kama nimekatika katika, or I don't know what to call it. You know, it's so hard to explain because I'm not a mua, but I'm trying, you get? So take more product. You blend. I kind of like after I apply with my brush and like spread everywhere, I normally take my blender. So that's what you're gonna see me taking next. I feel like I know how to use my blender more than the brush. So I take the beauty blender and now like spread with it. Like I tap the product slowly, slowly until it sits well on the face. You can tap some more product using the blender, kidogo too. So that's done. You can see I've spread the foundation everywhere, and I don't put too much foundation, so that's enough. Then after this I go in with the blush. So I'm sure in other people you normally see them like contouring the face. I don't really like contouring my face. That's because I don't know how to contour my face really well, and I prefer to skip that part than ruin my whole makeup when I know I can still look good without contouring my face. This is the palette that I use for the blush. This is the blush I use. The blush, the powder, I use this palette. It's like all in one. Yeah. So I take a little bit of this and mix with this dark and orange. This is like dark brown and orange. So the blush, you really just want to do the blush over here, this part. Is it called a cheekbone? I think so. So you just want to put there. Not too much. As I'm applying, I'm trying to like nika sigongi hivi, I'm trying to like brush it out so that nisieke mingi at one place. You get? So that's that. Not too much, remember? You do the same for the other side, this part. So that's done. Let's go in with the contouring the nose. For the nose, I'm gonna contour, but the other parts of my face, contouring the nose, I'm gonna use this brush. Let me use this old brush because this is what I've been used to using. I don't want to use a new brush and end up messing it up because I'm not sure of the brush. I like to contour my nose from my like eyes. Niko naingia kwa eyelid, but not really. Naingia tu kidogo because remember nikifanya eyeshadow itakuwa poa. So like I've told you this is what I use for the whole thing. So this is the color I'm using. I'm mixing this and this. And like tapping it on my hand to remove the excess. Then Nengevo. Let me hold this up so that I can see my face really well. So like yeah, thank God I already have a tiny nose, so I don't really have to do too much, just little contouring, just small contouring. But can you see like there's something that is going on? Like, yeah. don't be doing too much. So as I've told you, if you don't know how to contour, please avoid it at all costs because it's gonna embarrass you. You're gonna be out here looking like you have a crooked nose. So it's better if you don't know how to, don't do it. So now that I'm done with my small contouring, I go in with the concealer, the under eye and everything. So I use this concealer. No one talks about how LA Girl is such a good concealer. Like they have really nice concealers. So I use medium beige. It's slightly light. So let's put the amount we want. Then take the brush that I use for doing my eyebrows to like conceal my eyebrows. Need to make to like kuchota kuchota. So this is the brush I'm using, my old brush also. So you take the amount you need and place it under your eye. Take more concealer and put the same on the other side, like do the same thing. And little here, small. For the forehead, I like to mix with my foundation shade. Yeah, then down here. That's how I place my concealer. And I normally like let it rest for like few seconds, then blend it like almost immediately because it dries so fast. Use my blender to do that. So I just go in with, I kind of press it at the front, like I press it this way, then don't put too much force. Let me focus on this because you don't want to mess this part up. Blend on all the parts that you put the concealer. You blend. Done blending, and at this point now I take, I don't know what to call this, powder puff, and the same palette. I use this color, it's a brighter it's bright shade, and try to remove like the excess powder on my hand, and now place it under the places that I was concealing. I do that for like, make sure the powder sits well under my eye, no creases. Take more powder and do the same for the other side. I do that. I'll do that on that side. And I know you've realized that I'm also doing it like there's some powder touching my blush, but that doesn't matter because we're still gonna add more blush, so it's okay to for the powder to touch the blush. So yeah, remember we are doing this on all the parts that I put the concealer. So down here, and here too, remember we also did on the forehead. So my contour looks kind of messed up because of the baking. The same brush I was using to contour and kind of puts a little product, then do the same thing I was doing earlier, like try and make it more visible. Make it more visible. Can you see that? My nose is kind of tiny. Looking all good. I feel like it's coming out nicely. Then use my powder puff and like, we're not trying to make the line to be invisible, so I'm gonna like put like a line on top of the contour. Can you actually see what I'm doing? Yeah. So I take this brush. I don't know what to call this brush. It's just bear with me. So I put this. These are my color shades. There's a darker shade, medium shade, and a lighter shade. So like I kind of do that. You see? Then under here, this is what I'm doing. All over my face, but the nyazina, the nini. Even on my forehead. Let's try and pull this back a bit. A minute. Bit. Kidogo tu. Let me use this other brush. They're just the same brushes, but oh my god, I'm having a time using new brushes. Let me just use what I'm used to. I feel like this old brush of mine ina take more product yenye nataka. Can you see? Like that. Hadi kwa masikio, kwa shingo. You don't want to be having different shades on your face. Like your skin, like your face doesn't match your neck. So blend every part of your face well. At this point, I like to set my face before I continue with the other stuff. So once my face is dry, I go in with the blush again. The same brush you used for blush is the same one you're gonna use over and over again. Like, don't change your brushes while doing the Kama e brush. This is the brush you use for this. Use it the next time you're doing it. Like, don't keep switching brushes. I'm trying to put like the part that is sharp ikuwe huku mwanzo, ndio nikifanya hivi you see over blush. But I love blush, so even if I do too much, I always love ikiwa hata iko that way. Can you all see that? Yeah, so we do the same for the other side. That's too much, but as I've said, if you're a blush lover like me, usijali kikuwa too much. Like, see, that's what you want. Yeah. Allow me to take my powder puff once more and try and just to make sure I got too sour. So guys, now I like to do my eye. I'm gonna come back to the face, but basically I'm almost like done with it. So right now let's do the eye and the eyebrows and everything. So let's start off with the brows. Like remember we already combed the brows, so they are still looking nice and neat. So this is the eye pencil I used. It's shade number 18, Davis. I sharpen it till it's like very sharp, because that's how you like get neat brows. So here it is. So what I normally do is, oh my god, explaining eyebrows is so hard and tough. Like nikana chana, like literally doing this. The way I like to do my brows how they are shaped. Like I'm just like following these lines, doing this. And I don't like the brows to be too dark, so I don't make it that dark. You can see. As I do that, I also comb with this brush just to make sure I'm doing it right. Then I'm just gonna show you how to shape them, because it's gonna be so hard for me to do this on camera. So this is how I do my brows. Like, just make sure your brows are already like shaved or shaped well. It becomes easier for you to like do them. So nachana hivo. And that's the same thing I do for the other side. I start off by kuchana juu hivo. And let no one ever lie to you. I feel like eyebrows, they can never be like twins, but they can be sisters, you know. Let's now conceal. And for the eyebrows, I conceal using, for the down part, I use this medium beige. The one I was using to is under eye concealer, so I use that. And for the upper part here, you try to use a concealer that it's almost your color. Yeah, so for that I use this one. It's called Cool Tan LA Girl 2. So I don't mix them, I separate them. Here ndo nimeweka the medium beige, then beside here I'm gonna put the Cool Tan because it's dark. You're gonna see when I'm doing. A little amount, not too much, just a little. Yeah, and this is what I do. I like using the sharp part of my brush. Then now I can make this nini flat. First I use it ikiwa tu hivi sharp, so that I'm able to like not spoil the pro. And once I get it in shape, I go in with like, I use my blender and try to like not make the concealer views on the eyebrows too smudge, so I what do I call this? Then I take the darker one that I'm using for the top. I take small amount, then I'm like, let me show you what I do. Be so careful not to spoil the brow because they can easily spoil in just a blink of an eye. That's how fast you can spoil the brows. So you have to be very keen and careful not to spoil. Using the beauty blender, I also tap on the top so that you can blend well with the rest of the products. Kidogo too, just tap kidogo. Yeah, let's fix the down part. Guys, so I feel like I should do the other eyebrow off camera because eyebrows need concentration and I can't be talking and doing the eyebrows at the same time. Continue. So I'm done with the eyebrows, and as I told you, the eyebrows cannot be twins, they can only be sisters. They look alike, right? Yeah, so moving on is the eye, and I don't do too much for my eyes because I don't like color and all of that. So for the same palette, I told you guys, if you're on a budget or if you just don't like carrying too many products, especially when you're traveling, this is so good when you're traveling because you can use this for blush, you can use this to contour, like to bake, you can use this as powder, like you can contour with this, you can use it's like an all-in-one. So I mix this dark and orange again, and you kind of, let me show you how I do it because it's hard to explain. Like it's like I'm moving inward and outward like this way. I didn't take much product, so like you're going in and out, in and out, in and out, but more like I'm tapping. I like a very subtle look, not too shouty, not too much. Either nude or this eye look that I'm trying to do. Can you see what I'm doing? Yeah, so inwards and outwards, inwards and outwards. Let's do the same for the other eye first. Can you see that? Just giving the eye color. This, it's called toast. Apply small, then place it up at the front. And see the difference. Can you see the difference? Other side too. That way. So afterwards I go in with eyeliner. This is the eyeliner, and this is what I normally use. This is what I normally use. So I think I'm gonna like, I think this is more darker, so I'll just take like a little bit of it. It's like you're using a pen to draw your eyes. So you can see the line has become darker. I don't like doing a wing because because when I tried doing a wing, putting like a wing, each time either on my left side or the right side, I'm gonna do it perfect on one side, then the other side is gonna stress me out. So I don't like doing it. I'm done doing the eyeliner, so now it's time to do like the lashes. Of course, I'm a baddie, I'm gonna do such lashes. So yeah, this is the glue that I use. What's the name? Hair bonding glue. This is the glue I use, but I'm going to look for another glue because I don't like the way it's, can you see? I don't like the way it does this. So I'm gonna look for another glue. There's another glue I want, I don't know the name, but it's white. That one sticks really well. When I go to do my makeup, that's the one my mom uses, and I'm gonna get it very soon and do the same. Yeah, like that. Let it like dry a bit. Oh my god, I hope I don't mess it up. So the good thing about this glue, guys, is that just using this brush that I was doing that with my brows, you can like brush off the glue that maybe is stuck on a part on the eye, and it comes off really easily without spoiling your makeup. I'm gonna use this brush to add more of this, the one that I was putting at the front of my eye. Yeah, let me add some more because I feel like now it's not that visible. I need to add some more. That's done. So before I comb these lashes with my mascara, this eyeliner, I like to use my almost ending eye pencil, then I tap this way and apply under my eye. I take some more and do the same for the other eye. Like using an eye pencil to do that under your eye with the eyeliner gel is easier than using the eyeliner itself or the brush for eyeliner, because if you use this, it's too sharp and you'll end up your eye. Once that is done, now I go in with my mascara, and I use this mascara L'Oreal. So I like to wipe, once I take it out from the bottle, I wipe it off a little bit so that it's minimal that is left on the brush. Yeah, so I start with my under eye, then I'll go over the top, like you're just like touching it up a little bit. Done with the lashes. So now let's finish up on the face, then we can do my lips. So for the face, you want to go in with the more like you're touching up on the powder, or go down on the forehead. So let's set now this makeup up. Let's set it, then we can apply the, what's it called, this is the last time you're setting your makeup, so you have to be very generous with the setting spray, not too small, like shower in it. So as we wait for the face to fully dry, let me take off this because we're done doing the makeup. Now I want to do the, I don't know the name, what's it called, highlighter. How can I forget that word? I use this one. I don't know how to explain this one. ni kama mafuta. I prefer using hii. Nona, let me show you. Let me give you an example. Can you see? Can you see? Oily one, and I use my beauty blender, but now I use the down part because this part has foundation. Don't want to spoil your makeup, so I just like kidogo, then place it up there like that, small, like that, just on the place that I put the blush, then kidogo on my nose, so like, can you see that? And maybe small on my forehead. So next I go in with the lips, and they need to be white. This is what I'm using. It's Davis Lip 13. It's kind of maroon, not maroon. I don't know what to call this color, but yeah, I go ahead and line my lips. It's very pigmented, so be careful how you apply it. Lip. So you can either use a brush or the eye pencil to spread it. I prefer using a brush. So you just want to spread it in. Once that's done, I go in with either these two. They're both from Rich Beauty. So this one is Skin. They kind of look similar, but this one is Skin, which is lighter, and this one is Angel. It's a bit darker. So let's go in with Skin. Just here. I don't know whether to leave them like this or to put gloss. I feel like I should put gloss on.
She said, take your time, what's no rush?